When news first broke that Diddy house was raided, it was everywhere and information was coming out by the hour to the point that some of it was misleading and half truth. So I'm going to lay it all out for you guys. And in addition to that, since then, Young Miami has been added to a lawsuit and it is scandalous. So let's jump right into it. Homeland Security was the lead agency in raiding Diddy's two houses in Miami and LA. They were not playing any games. They came by water, helicopter, and by land. Diddy's son Christian and Justin was there, so they were detained. People thought that they were arrested officially, but they were just handcuffed during the process. Following that, news broke that Diddy fled the country due to the fact that his Black Air jet did depart and head to Antigua. When I tell y'all it was hectic, stuff was coming out by the hour, because following that, another video came out of Diddy tracing back and forth looking stressed as hell at the Miami airport. One user that was getting posted on the blog stated, "I definitely think the TMZ story of Diddy being in Miami is weak on evidence. The recording could have been taken at any date at any time. But if you look at Diddy's clothes in Miami, when he got stopped by the feds to speak further, also within this setting, when he was at the Miami airport, he also was by a white jet, not that black one that headed to Antigua. So he obviously was not fleeing the country. Actually, there was reports stating that he was headed to spring break because his children was also present during his conversation with the feds, along with a guy named Brandon Paul, who also was listed in that lawsuit, which is why the feds felt the need to stop Diddy at the airport so they could speak with Brandon to get to the bottom of it. Because in that lawsuit, they claimed that he was handling Diddy's drugs. And sure enough, they did indeed find cocaine and weed on Brandon during their investigation at that Miami airport, and he was arrested but soon after released. So that's where that video of Diddy pacing back and forth came from. That happened right after Brandon got arrested. Photos surfaced online of them trashing Diddy's house during their raid, only for them not to find anything. However, they did confiscate electronics, and their main focus was rummaging through those hard drives. Diddy's attorney spoke with TMZ stating, "Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated." He continued on, "This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush of judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits." A man who claims to be Diddy's neighbor spoke out against him, stating that there was some foul play going on.
"I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door."
As you can imagine, the streets were blocked off in Diddy's neighborhood during and after the raid, which led to Oscar-nominated director Ridley Scott to be frustrated. Along with his frustration, he looked a little nosy and wanted to see what was going on. In addition to that, Diddy's other neighbors in Hollywood consist of Rod Stewart and Kylie Jenner. People couldn't tell if Young Miami was clueless or unbothered in the midst of all this chaos, because the girl was tweeting out, "This finna be a fun summer," which led a user to question, "Where is Carisha at?" In which she responded, "Right here, what's up?" So naturally, one person told her to look outside. And y'all know Black Twitter is hilarious as hell. Someone posted this saying, "Young Miami going to meet Diddy in Antigua." After the raid, the house was empty all day until Justin Combs came to the house around 10:30 to pick up his belongings, and his brother came as well separately to get his belongings as well, but nobody knew where they were heading to. Y'all already know all the speculating videos was surfacing online, as this video came across my timeline of Diddy at his final Hollywood party before the raid, and people noticed that it was a lot of weird energy in the air. Diddy was acting weird. People was acting weird towards Diddy, and he was not his lively self. He was more to himself, and even Flavor Flav walked right past him, didn't address him at all. So it was, I think, people, it was just like weird because everybody knew about the allegations, and then Diddy probably knew things that were coming up. It was weird. Like, ish is about to go down. Like, it's just getting started. And in addition to that, another video surfaced online of Diddy on live before the raid as well. Not too long ago, he was dancing, trying to enjoy himself, but it came a time where he looked like he was stressed the hell out and decided to get offline. Like, he knew stuff was about to hit the fan. And people also noticed that this raid took place on March 25th, which was the same day that Biggie's Life After Death album took place. So a lot of eeriness going on. So let's get into the girls. So y'all know Cassie had that lawsuit against Diddy, which led him to settle it quick, fast, and in a hurry. This led people to reminisce about the time when Young Baby got into it with Diddy's longtime lover Gina. Like, it got super messy and it was ongoing, which led to a whole Twitter beef between the two. Within that, Young Baby stated, "If I wanted you to eat my, Diddy would have had you on your knees." Like, not you stitching on yourself or your man. Like, fast forward to now, her statements further validates Cassie's accusations. She really dropped the ball with that tweet. So Diddy's demise continues to grow every day, and people begin to look at Young Miami, wondering what's going on with her. Is she losing money, the allowance he gave her? And she started selling clothes online, which led people to believe that she is going broke now that she had to cut ties with Diddy, because it is a bad look to even be seen with him, which led Young Miami to lash out. "It's so crazy how y'all flip-flop on people. It's insane, and it should be studied," which led a user to lash back out at her and say, "Girl, bye, you gotta be looking at you sideways," which is hilarious because it's actually a line in JT's verse that says that. Y'all play all day. Despite Diddy's allegations, there are people backing him up and on his side, like Suge Knight, who chimed in stating, "People, the race today wasn't for Diddy. It was to destroy the incriminating stuff on powerful men. Hashtag Epstein, Diddy, and Clyde Davis." Also, there are more people who shared their respect, and some people shared their disrespect amongst these men you see here. Like Stevie J, who's a friend of Diddy, danced around to gospel music while tagging Diddy's children. And Slim Thug chimed into the conversation, and I had to shake my head because the boy clearly was all about money and not morality.
See a black man who came so far, almost to $1 billion, fall down. That's our inspiration for. It ain't too many of us. I don't want to see they took Kanye down. We forgot about Kanye. And the good thing he able to do his own, man. That's how I look at it, man. We losing another billionaire over allegations at this point. Still ain't no criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? We only got about 1 billionaire left. Who? Jay-Z? That's the only motherfucker left. Everybody else. Let's take the off of it and who that person is. If look at who is wishing this dude fail. You know what I'm saying? It's his own people. It's his own people cheering him, laughing, and Diddy did it and coming up with new slogans for him. It's his own people, man. Like, so take note of this. Man, you would think...
This fool talking about the last black billionaire, talking about black man this, black man that, when the black man damn near scammed the whole black community and violated them too. What? How you rocking a pointy beard and still missing the point? And speaking of scamming, one of his victims, Mace, actually spoke out after Diddy's house was raided, and let's just say he appreciate karma coming through for him like Diddy never could.
I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. The big payback.
This has been the last year. Has really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Closer and closer,
Closer
man.
and closer.
Okay.
So I'll be sure chimed in this conversation. Y'all know he is the biological father of Diddy's stepson, Quincy, and he's been talking about Diddy caused him to get extremely ill to the point he almost faced death, but he survived. And he responded to Diddy's recent demise, stating, "1 + 1 is the math finally mathed?" He continued on with another post of a man talking about karma and that debt is owed. As he captioned it, Doctors say it again, for those in the cheap seats who worked undercover, resulted in the multi-platinum music artist producers multiple organ system failure. Yikes. Cassie's lawyer chimed in stating, "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct." Rodney Jones, who filed the lawsuit against Diddy that caused the raid to take place, lawyers spoke out stating, "About damn time. Sometimes justice delayed is not justice denied, so long as justice ultimately arrives." So singer Destin, who is a member of Diddy's former group B5, chimed into the conversation stating, well. He continued on, "For years, I thought God deserted me. Now I realize he was really protecting me this whole time. Thank you, God." Man, y'all already know Arby O'Day chimed in. Like, she just be waiting on the opportunity to get in Diddy's. Never mind. But yeah, she chimed in stating, "Oh boy, said it first. It gets dark and lonely. Some people stand on business and some use the money they robbed from decades of their artists' pockets to flee the country. I know I'm not on a PJ having the pilot hitting U-turns left and right, trying to find a landing spot with a non-extradition treaty. I say what I said. Respectfully, I've been telling y'all this for 2 decades. And did anyone listen? No. There is no too soon on this one. It's just too late. And it was no coincidence that she used Tupac in the background. What you sow, you shall reap. I pray this emboldens all of the U.S. victims to finally speak on what we have endured." I don't know about the islands Puff's hiding on, but this girlie loves island hopping in the Caribbean. Come chat and check out new drops, as she promoted her OnlyFans because of course she don't have no money because Diddy took it all. Anyways, in the background was the ultimate gag because she played Silent Hill by Kendrick Lamar and Kodak Black, and of course Kendrick Lamar's part was played, which ultimately was the soundtrack to her and Diddy's issues. Faith Evans posted a photo of her laughing, which people believed was about Diddy, leading one commenter to write, "She laughing at Diddy." Young Mammy's association with Diddy has come back to haunt her. Now her name has been dropped in the same lawsuit that was filed against Diddy because Rodney Jones, the person who filed the lawsuit against Diddy, has now amended that same lawsuit after Diddy's house was raided to provide details that Young Mammy played a major role in this as well. In the amended lawsuit, Rodney stated he saw Combs do a few lines in the dressing room. Combs wanted to do Tootsie, but Britney forgot it, so the defendant Christina called Young Miami, who brought it on the private jet from Miami. But things got even more darker. It also stated Young Miami, Daphne Joy, and a wellness coach named Jade Ramey are also described as women paid a monthly fee to work as Combs' intimate workers. Money really is the root of all evil because Young Mammy is doing the lowest things to be with Diddy for allowance. She was a rapper, a successful one at that. Now she's downgraded to be that? Girl, what? Now let's get into Daphne, because not only did she date Jason Derulo, but she is the baby mother of 50 Cent, which led him to chime in. "I didn't know you were that. You a little worker, LOL. Yo, this is a movie.